Hello everybody, welcome in today's live stream. Let's wait a little bit till some people can enter the stream. We haven't been doing a live stream for like such a long time, so right now I just thought like it might be nice for every one of us, everyone who wants to join, that we just can go over some questions from the community and yeah, just basically can have a look at some charts, can have a look at the S&P 500, we can have a look at Bitcoin, or maybe even some other charts you guys want me to have a look at. You can just drop them in the live chat right here. Let me make that live chat a little bit easier to access for me. Yeah. So guys, if you can hear me clearly, if you can see the screen clearly, let me know please, because from here I can never see really the quality what you guys are seeing or hearing, so that's really important. Good morning from Portugal. Nuno, good morning. Good morning. René, welcome. Please tag Uni and HNT. Well, we could have a look at those. I want to share some charts for sure. The charts that I'm watching right now, also for a potential trade. So we'll also share with you what I'm looking at to trade in the shorter term time frame. I'm actually waiting for a very nice opportunity on XRP. We are not there yet, but I will share that with you in a bit. I'll share that with you. Let's open Will Portal 2. Let's see what's going on over there. Wow, you see the Bitcoin balance on exchanges is definitely decreasing as hell. So that looks quite good actually. Because maybe, as you recall from the tutorial I've made earlier, you could see that every time we have this amazing decrease in amount of Bitcoin on exchanges, this actually caused the price to go up. So this is quite a bullish sign, I have to say. This is a new chart that we recently added. It's the premium index, and this is a really, really interesting chart because this chart is showing basically the premium, the difference between the mark and the index price, and when that premium is very big, as we can see, for example, right here in this candle, not the open and the close, but the high and the low of the candle. The high was extremely high, and most of the time this is predicting a reversal. So let's just, for fun fact, we can just have a look at it. So it's not always it's not a certainty or always that we are seeing a reversal or something, but it is increasing the likelihood. That is what we're all doing with DA, right? Let me show you guys. Let me have a look at that. This is the 1 hour chart. Let's have a look at that. That one was at the 7th of October at 3 o'clock. Let me look at that. Okay, so that was basically around here. So yeah, it's actually worked quite well because afterwards we did got the price to go up. So we got a short-term reversal, and this is also what it predicts. It's a short-term reversal. And yeah, eventually we saw that the price still is going down. But for example, right here, we also had a very big spike in that reading, in that premium index. Right here, we also got a very big spike in that premium index. That was right before we actually dumped. I think we got that signal right here. So that's quite interesting. So it's not always that we are seeing the premium index going crazy, that we have to see a reversal, but it's definitely increasing the likelihood. But this is a good sign, I think. Like the average funding fee right now is positive, but it's so low positive. Let's see which one is actually negative. Okay, so the Bitcoin contracts from BitMEX are negative. The rest is positive. So the average funding fee remains positive. So that is slightly bearish, of course, but it's not like positive like here. It's just like slightly hovering around the zero line right here. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Okay, guys, first of all, I wanted to ask you actually a question, because this is something I think is very interesting, and that is the candle on the S&P 500. This specific candle is like a very weird looking candle. We got like a I can actually, it's called a inverted hammer. So we got like an open, we got the open right here, we got the close right here, but in between, within this week, the price traveled quite a bit to the upside, but also quite a bit to the downside. So we got this green block at the bottom, and we got a huge wick above us. And I'm actually curious what you guys think about this. Do you think that this is a bullish signal? Do you think that this is a bearish signal? What do you think what this is actually? For the S&P 500, this is a weekly chart. So let me check in the charts what you guys think about that. And I will show you some examples as well. So we will have a look at some previous examples where we have seen a similar candle. And I can tell you already right now, guys, it hasn't been that much. It doesn't occur that much in the charts. This type of candle, it's really rare. It's a really rare candle. Rare candle. I always get this warning actually from YouTube. I don't know why is that, but they always say kind of a warning, and then something is wrong with the quality. Maybe I should have an expert look at it for once. But yeah, I'm curious, guys. If the quality is low, just let me know in the chat, please, because I really would like to optimize the quality for you. It would be great if you guys can just hear me good, have a good sound. Okay, guys, so let's have a look at like this candle. This type of candle is called an inverted hammer. You can see it right here as well. And yeah, in TA, technical analysis, theoretics, it's actually a bullish candle, but it doesn't really occur on the weekly time frame. It's normally more occurring in shorter term time frames. So this is quite unique that we are seeing right here. And if we have a look at the previous times where we are seeing such a candle, then let me go to a different chart. Get the drawings in there. Yeah, here we can see it. So when we scroll back, like actually in recent times, we haven't really seen such a candle over the past couple of years. I think the first candle we actually see, which kind of looks like this candle, might be this one, but it's also more of a star doji. But this eventually triggered a reversal after a correction, after a 2-week correction right here. Here we get also a inverted hammer, but it's not really. We don't really have that thin of a body like we are seeing right now. We don't really have that big of a wick to the upside. So this one also actually started a reversal or signaled a reversal. But still, it doesn't. If you compare, it's an inverted hammer, of course, but it doesn't really look that much as the candle that we are seeing right now. If we then scroll back to further historic price action on the S&P 500, we can see that right here we got a inverted hammer as well. Afterwards we dropped, and then we got actually that reversal. We got here a inverted hammer. Afterwards we dropped. Then we got that reversal. Here we also get kind of a inverse hammer, but this is also the body of the candle is just so big. And afterwards we came down. We actually tested these lows, has a small shootout below it, And then we also made a reversal. Right here we also see an inverted hammer, and I think this one is actually looking a little bit more similar as the candle that we are seeing right now. We got a nice kind of thin body compared to the whole, the wick actually, the high and the low. And afterwards we still see lower levels, but yeah, we do see a reversal as well sometime soon. And if we have a look at the situation right now, we actually see something quite interesting, because the S&P 500 is trading within this megaphone pattern right here. We did fell below the lows right here, even got a weekly close below that. We got a bounce, then in that weekly we got sold off till actually the resistance. So these lines actually have been drawing before this channel, before this candle was created. And what we can see is that, we just like exactly closed at that resistance level. So that's also quite remarkable. And while we are getting that close and bringing out the momentum indicators, we do see that we get a potential, not really confirmed yet because we don't break any significant resistance, but we do get a potential bullish divergence on the weekly time frame on the S&P 500. That is quite bullish, guys. That is definitely showing a sign of strength in the background of the price action right here. So I think in the shorter term time frame, the S&P 500 is due for a bounce, definitely. But we also could see something first going on like this and then bounce. So I think it's very important that you wait with any confirmation before we actually reclaim some levels. Like if we can reclaim this resistance at 36,050 roughly, and this level act as support, then that is showing a sign of strength in the short-term time frame. If we cannot climb above this level and we see rejection, we first go lower. That is also possible before we reverse. Maybe we even touch this trend line again. Because normally when we are trading below the middle of the pattern, as you can see right here, every time we broke below the middle of the pattern, we came to the bottom of the pattern. So right now that is possible as well. Price structure-wise is still quite bearish, I have to say. But the first signs of bullishness are coming in. The first signs of basically that the bearish momentum is getting exhausted are coming in. And the S&P 500 is just very, very important for Bitcoin, as there is still a quite big correlation between them. Some say that the correlation is not anymore, but I don't really believe that. And we also looked at it in the past. Like if we go to Bitcoin and we zoom a little bit out, and we overlay the S&P 500 right here, it's actually something very interesting. Like during 2018, right before Bitcoin actually had this major 50% crash, I think everybody who was in crypto right here can remember that. I actually can remember this as the day of yesterday. This was the moment I sold my... Here was the moment that I sold my car and basically dropped all my money into crypto. And I'm quite sure that everybody, majority right here, were screaming Bitcoin is still going to see 2,300, 1,600, 1,800 US dollars. But in hindsight, that level never came. But what I wanted to show you guys right here is that the price of Bitcoin right here started to move sideways. And the S&P 500, it started already correcting. But Bitcoin started to move sideways. And of course, here is also the possibility that a lot of people were talking about a decoupling. Bitcoin is decoupling, but that was not the case actually. There was just a delay. So the S&P 500, it corrected, and Bitcoin just followed suit later. Just not directly, and that is something I want everybody to be a little bit aware of, that right now we could see something similar. It looks like Bitcoin showing a lot of strength, a potential decoupling that is possible, but there also still could be a delay. So that's why I think it's still important to watch the S&P 500, because it has just shown so much significance in the past couple of years. If you look at this chart, it's just... you can see the correlation, right? Bitcoin goes up, S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin goes down, S&P 500 goes down. Here we bottom at the same around the same time, March, April 2020, both go off a massive bull run and both top at the same time and go into quite a severe correction, right? So you can't really deny the correlation right here. I think there's a very high correlation between the S&P 500 and Bitcoin, and that's why I think right now is just time is just such an important factor right now, because we got that. Do I have a chart of that? Yeah, I think at the BLX. Yeah, we got it right here. So this is a chart based on time cycles, inspired by Bob Lucas. If you don't follow Bob Lucas over on YouTube, you should definitely do that. 4-year journey. That is videos he started with in 2018, talking about a 4-year journey. Well, he, in hindsight, was very accurate with his time prediction, not with his price prediction, but with his time prediction. And I think that is also going to be a more important aspect at least that I learned this cycle, is that time is very important. You should not only analyze the price of a certain asset, but I think analyzing the time of a certain asset might be even more important. What you can see right here, guys, is, let me just quickly rephrase it for you. We got a 3-year period of price moving up, so roughly 33 weeks till we get a peak. Then we get a 1-year period of price coming down, going into the 46 week to have a bottom. Then we're going to another 34 weeks bull market, a 3-year long bull market, 1-year long bear market. 3-year long bull market, 1-year long bear market. That's basically what it is. And right now we are almost at that 1-year long bear market bottom. So I think it's very likely in the coming weeks ahead to see some big volatility coming into Bitcoin, and maybe still get that lose that support and still get lower levels, or just get a wick right here, go down. Let me take the brush. Let's get a wick right here and then reverse, like trap a lot of people. But I do think that this is this is just one of the scenarios that I'm watching and that I'm preparing for. But I'm actually more bullish on Bitcoin than bearish, if you ask me, time-wise, in the next 6 months or in the next 12 months. I think it would be very safe to accumulate Bitcoin during these periods if your time horizon is 1 year, half a year. I think that is quite nice. However, if your time horizon is 1 month, you might still get lower levels. So we can just go over some examples, right? So we could be doing something like this, where Bitcoin just moves sideways, lose the lows, just drops here, set that 4-year journey low, and then slowly moves sideways. Capitulate a lot of investors, and then suddenly in the later stages of 2023 enter a massive bull market, goes very aggressively. And this is just a random thing that I'm doing, but this is a possible scenario, So if you are depending on your Bitcoin holdings to pay your rent and stuff, then of course you should be aware of this risk. However, other scenarios are also possible. We could be seeing a bounce shorter term time frame, then maybe we get that 4-year low maybe a couple of weeks later and do something like this. That is also possible. We could also stay just sideways right here, maybe get a small fake out and then go to the upside. I think a lot of things are possible, but Bitcoin is also sooner or later do for a bounce. And I think the next bull market, guys, is really way closer than most of you imagine. Definitely. I think that is definitely the case. So right here we could see we had that last drop into that 4-year cycle low. Then Bitcoin just moved sideways from December till March, so like 3-4 months sideways. And then we got quite a big rally for that time. We went from the levels of 3,000 up to the top was roughly at 14,000, I guess. So this was quite a big of a rally. It took some time to correct. And then afterwards we shot off in this massive bull run. which basically went from 4,000 to almost 70,000. In hindsight, actually quite crazy. But what you can see in this chart is that the last part of the cycle looks a little bit different. Why is that? Let me explain that to you. First of all, we have a 4-year cycle. 3 years up, 1 year down. So that is a green and a red block. That is a 4-year cycle. Then we get another green and a red block. There's another 4-year cycle. We got another green and a red block. There's another 4-year cycle. But there is a secular bull market as well, which means there is these smaller cycles. They move within a bigger cycle, and the bigger cycle is a 16-year cycle. And we've seen something like that in the dot-com bubble. Maybe I can show you guys. Oh yeah, I've drawn it right here. I've made a video about this as well. That arrow can go. Momentum indicators can go. That is that we can see it as well. Let me first explain it for Bitcoin. Let me first explain what this 16-year cycle is, and then I'm going to show you the evidence in the dot-com bubble in the markets. But let me quickly check how many people are right now watching the stream. We got 18 people. We got 6 likes, guys. Very much appreciated. I hope the quality is still good. Okay, Nuno say everything is perfect. Okay, guys, that is awesome. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. So yeah, we got basically a 16-year cycle, which is divided by 4 4-year cycles. So we got 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. But the last cycle of that 16 cycle is the other way around. Then we got 1 year up and 3 years down. And that is how we end a 16-year cycle. And these 16-year cycles are based on a adoption cycle. So this is Bitcoin, crypto is a new technology. It goes through a certain adoption cycle. Same with the internet in the year 2000. So this is how the 16-year cycle of the dot-com bubble looked like. We got 3 years up, 1 year down. 3 years up, 1 year down. 3 years up, 1 year down. 1 year up, 3 years down. And this was in total a 16-year cycle. I have to say that this 1 year down was not always every accurate. I think this was a little bit less than 1 year. But yeah, you get the point. Like, basically, this is how you analyze time. So you look for certain seasons to buy, seasons to sell. Which season is a corrective season? Which season is a season of expansion? And right now, we are in a corrective season. And that one is not over yet. So that the season of buying hasn't started yet. But it will start very, very soon. It will start in the next coming weeks. And it doesn't mean that in the season of buying, we directly see, bam, the price goes up. No, as here as well, we have a season of buying, but it takes some time until it is reflected in the price. So it can happen pretty fast. It can happen a little bit slower. Also 2015, you see, we in the bull market, we still moved sideways until we got that start of that massive rally. And that is also important to say right here, guys. Every cycle looks always different, right? This cycle looks different than this one. Last cycle looks different than the previous cycle. So the coming cycle also is going to look very much different. But time-wise, we can already prepare. So we can already know, like, okay, during these months, we can expect most likely a bottom. And during these months or during this year, we can expect most likely an increasing price, because that is a buying season that is starting. So yeah, that is very important, and most likely even more important than the price. And this chart, we will handle this chart for the next cycle as well. So the next cycle will be shortly lived for the bulls. But yeah, most likely, of course, if we are in that 16-year cycle, this is not a certainty, but this is a cycle where we will be focused on in this channel. We really want to focus on this. I really want to make sure that the whole community right here is able to take profits at the right time, and that we are prepared for everything that is going to come our way based on time, because that's really our advantage. Most traders, they don't consider really time. People talking about halving this or news articles. That is not what time analysis is. Time analysis is really to recognize certain cycles, and based on these cycles you have a higher prediction rate, because these cycles can confirm or strengthen certain scenarios. And that is really for the macro perspective, right? This is a macro chart. We're looking at the weekly chart. For short-term price prediction, I think Will Portal is definitely the best trading dashboard that you can use for that. I've been working now already 6 months to make this happen. Will Portal, the amount of users are definitely increasing a lot, and I'm very happy with that. We're doing really good at Will Portal. We are working on adding Ethereum, so soon Ethereum will be added to this platform as well, and we want to add multiple coins as well. But we are going to start with Ethereum. But for short-term trading, I think this is definitely the best platform to use. We are going to change the interface also a little bit, but more about that in the future. You can always make sure to follow Will Portal on Twitter. You can just type in here Will Portal. And we organized a giveaway, which you actually still can participate. Let me see, where is that tweet? Maybe I can find it here. Anyhow, there is a giveaway that we are organizing on Will Portal. We will be giving away $100 Tether to one person of the community. You just gotta find that tweet, retweet it, follow Will Portal, and then you will be able. Tomorrow we will announce the winner for that giveaway. So guys, a lot of interesting things are happening. And there will be a lot of interesting things are coming very, very soon for Will Portal, and I'm just very happy with all the progress that we are making lately. Basically, if you have any things anything you would like to see different on Will Portal, maybe a chart you'd like to see added, maybe some data that you really like use for trading, you can always drop something in the comment section. You can always send me an email. I'm open to any suggestion. If I get from the community, for example, a lot of emails with, hey, I want you to put chart X on there as well, then I can do that. I built this for you guys. I built this for the community. Your voice is also very important. So guys, let's go to the next chart that I basically wanted to share you. And let me quickly have a look at the live stream right here. Stock market didn't crash yet. Watch 2000. BTC will go to pandemic lows. Yeah, maybe. I don't believe BTC goes to pandemic lows, to be honest. Love your analysis, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. So let's go to this chart, because this is a chart that I'm watching. Also, next trade that I'm watching, you can already see the orange lines. These are all alerts for me. What we are seeing right here is XRP, and XRP is trading within this declining channel right here, and right here got a kind of double bottom formation and seeing some nice push to the upside. Very random. There's no altcoin rallying except XRP, so it's actually quite random, but we are getting closer to the top of the channel, which is corresponding with the 38.20%. And the interesting thing is, if we go back right here to 2018, then we also went down in this channel, make a double bottom, had a pump to the top of the channel at the 38.20%, and then we came back down. So you guys maybe already can guess what I'm planning to do. I'm looking to open a potential short right here, and I want to do that the moment I can get a nice extreme reading on the premium index, because that increases the likelihood of a potential reversal. We are working now on Ethereum. Maybe we won't be able to get XRP on time right here, but I will try to make my best to add XRP as well before we might touch this level. So this is again not a certainty. We can also see a breakout and the short can be stopped out, of course. That is definitely possible as well. But based on the market conditions, based on the structure, based on the months and seasonality, I think if we go there in the short-term time frame, it could be a nice opportunity to take a small short and take profits along the way. So that is one of the trades that I'm looking at. Another trade that I'm looking at is basically dropping all my money into Bitcoin as soon as we hit that 4-year cycle low. If we get a capitulation event with Bitcoin, I'm going to do the same thing as I did right here. I'm just going to just drop everything back into get a very high exposure to crypto. I'm not saying you should do the same, definitely not. Everybody should do what they think themselves is the best for them in their lives. But for me, it worked quite well right here. During this 4-year cycle, I literally dropped everything that I had, every money that I was earning, the car I had, I sold, everything I dropped into Bitcoin, and I just left it there. And I think right now, in this period, we're just at a very, very similar stage as 2018. The big question right now is just, did we already bottom, then we move sideways, entering this green zone, or do we still get lower levels and then later enter, get that buying pressure expressed in the price? So yeah, guys, that's basically all the stuff that I wanted to share with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and yeah, I want to wish all of you a happy Sunday. If you are new right here, make sure to subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Drop a like so the rest of the community is going to see this video too. Watch Will Portal and follow us on Twitter to get notified for all the updates that we are doing. And yeah, guys, thank you for being here, and I also wish you all a great Sunday. Bye bye.